Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I have a good one for you. It's supposed to be really high quality. I had a little bit of a sample, but I'm really excited to try a full pot today. So once you guys start coming in, start rolling up, hey Teresa, how's it going? You're the first one in today. Once you guys start rolling, I'm gonna start this stream. I'm really excited about this. It's a rare occasion when I do a green tea, but this one is supposed to be exceptional. Hey Ma, how's it going? Sorry again, I have a little bit of a cough still. It's been lingering, so hopefully it won't bother me too much this time around. Brienne, what's up? You made it. I'm glad you made it this week. So I'm going to wait a couple more minutes for people to start coming in. Hopefully Carla was supposed to be in here, but she was not able to make it. So see you next week, Carla, I hope. Have fun with those deliveries. Be safe in driving. Hey, Shanna, what's up? You made it. Great. I hope that you're going to be sampling this with me. I don't know if you set up, but yeah, I'm ready to go, so hopefully you are too. So this week's stream is going to be about the Guizhou twist. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not exactly sure. It's just that's how it looks. It's Guizhou. You guys should see it when you come into the room. It should tell you what it is. Okay, great. So you're ready to go with me. Okay, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on my water because I guess I have enough guys to show up and participate. So I just set up my water. Now, since this is a green tea, it's going to be my normal 180 degrees, and it's going to be steeping for about 3 minutes. I knew I was forgetting something. Forgot to get T-Rex. Don't know where I'd be without her. Hey, Bethany, how's it going? Hopefully you'll stick around for a bit. You can see me drink my tea. You never caught one of my streams before, I don't think. But you're welcome to stay. You've tried finding it was limited edition. I bought it in house, and I was never able to see it online again. Like, I saw it once. I sent the link to a friend of mine, and that was it. Like, hopefully they'll bring it back because it's a really great cup. Hey Jazzy, how's it going? Welcome. Glad you could make it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a little bit about the tea itself. The Guizhou is actually Guizhou, I should say, is a province in southwest China. Yep, southwestern China. I wanted to double check, make sure I wasn't giving you bad information. But yeah, it's they say it's known for its natural villages and for its natural feature is its rural villages. And if you couldn't tell, I was reading that off the site. I know I covered it up really well, but it's a rural village place. I've never been there before, so I'm just taking their word for it. But this taste, they've given it like really high marks. They say how it's a little bit fruity, a little bit soft. And I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I had a sample, but not enough to really give me a good taste. So this is gonna prove my point. Because from what I remember, I really liked it. We'll see if it lives up to what I remember. Now, as usual, I pre-sweetened my pot with a little bit of stevia, as I always do. I'm still debating. I haven't come up with a definite answer, but I might want to put some honey in it. Now, I went ahead and bought this little honey pump, which I haven't been able to use yet. See, it's a really nice gadget here. I'm kind of sort of saving it. I don't know. Yep, I'm using the cast iron teapot. Ooh. I don't know if I want to use the honey just yet, only because I don't know what that'll do to the natural taste. Oh, looks like my water's ready. So I think I'll hold off on the honey for now. I might use that on a different stream. But for now, we're good. My water just finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this out. And I just realized I forgot to prepare the actual tea. Because, you know, I'm a little bit of a scatterbrain today. Okay, so here's the Guizhou twist. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you guys and give you my first impressions. Poopers! Welcome, welcome. Okay, so right off the bat, this is a really nice looking green. It actually smells kind of floral and fruity. Like it's not straight up grass like normal green tea is. This is actually pretty fragrant. Now it's not as light as jasmine usually is, but it's still more on the fruity side. I really like it. I'm gonna pour some of this out. Ooh. It's sticking a little bit. A little bit fell off to the side. That's okay. Now you can see, I really like the color of this. It's kind of like a blue-green. There we go. So it's got I'll show you guys once I get some good light. There we go. Now you can see, it's really hard to get. You can see it's almost blue in its green, greenliness. I guess that's a word. It's a word now. But it's does it? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, it does smell like raisins a little bit. That's the fruity side, and it does look like grass. I know what you did there. But as you can see, it's actually. I'm trying to get one sip. It broke. The smell is really nice, but as you can see, the leaves themselves are pretty curly. Now, normally you don't see this in a lot of tea. Normally, it's like either too short, where it's cut and it's almost like sprinkles, or if it's too long and it's just a long straight leaf. This is actually pretty curly. So when it unfurls, there's another one called Sleeping Dragon. That it's curly like that, only more ball-like. And when you steep it, after it's done, it all comes out all kind of like that, looking actually like a dragon. So I like it. I tend to like it, just the way that it looks. And usually that when a leaf is like that, it brings out a lot of flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour. I'm gonna steep the tea in. Now, since this is a green tea, it's going to be in there for about 3 minutes. So starting the clock, it's 8:10. About 8:13, we're going to pull it out. And we'll see where it goes from there. Sleeping Dragon was your nickname in high school? I want to hear that story. I want to know how you got that name, because that's probably very interesting and a little bit embarrassing, I'm assuming. But we'll see. But you can save that for work. So in general, I want to talk a little bit now about the health benefits of green tea. You took well, I guess that's not as interesting as I had thought. So the health benefits of green tea, it's really great for your digestion. It's great for metabolism. It's great for purifying. So I highly recommend it, especially it's good for like an immunity boost. Hopefully, it'll do a little bit for this cough, because it's driving me nuts. And I also have a little bit of an addition today. I got myself a couple days ago, a tea book. This book, I was able to look a little bit through it, and it has something that I was planning on helping me out. It's called the Taste Wheel. Now it helps you categorize what you're tasting. So I'm going to show you real quick. There we go. See it? You start from the middle, and it tells you like what you're looking for, and then it basically opens up to the tea wheel. Yes, the tea taste wheel. It helps you categorize it, and you guys have heard me say about 1,000,000 times, this tastes interesting, and you don't know if it's good or bad, and it's usually because I'm searching for the right adjective to use, but this one is going to help me out a lot. Speaking of dragons, both of my dragons are watching with me. Hello, what was their names? Drogo and Khaleesi? If I remember, I'm probably remembering that right because I have a good memory. But Drogo and Khaleesi, hi lizards. Wow, you see, I'm not as old as I thought. Woohoo! Oh, and time flew. It's now 13 after. Okay, there we go. We'll go ahead and pull everything out. And this time I'm going to remember to stir the pot, because I have been forgetting lately, and it stinks. I know I'm old, but you don't have to tell everybody. Blah. There we go. Okay. So, you guys, I'm going to show you what the tea looks like now. It's not really fragrant. I've had stronger fragrances in teas. It's not really coming out that strong. Ooh, you have to like put your nose in it, but it becomes more strong. Like it's unexpectedly pungent. Now it smells more seaweed-ish, if that makes sense. It's a little bit salty. It becomes a little bit more, like before it was fruity, now it's not so much. It smells nice though. Like it's it's very like beachy. And you can see, I'm going to show you what it looks like now after it's steeped. It opens up pretty well. There we go. That should show. Greg, what's up? So you can see it's opened up quite a bit. The leaves have flattened out, which is always a good sign because that means that the flavor has been unfurled. And it's now on, the leaves have been unfurled, so the flavor is more abundant. Now you can see it's more like a vine. Trying to get a good, there we go. So yeah, you can see that it really makes a difference. Yeah, it does kind of smell like spinach. Like it's got that, it's very vegetal. So the smell, going to the wheel, we'll say it's vegetal, more like vegetables, because that's how it goes. And it's under the artichoke, celery, zucchini, cucumber, spinach, fennel, green beans. Yeah, so all of that. Yep, it's spinach. Well, it smells like spinach. I can't really say it tastes like spinach. Yes, because I have absolutely nothing better to do than to show you what I found in my lawn. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this out. Let me move some stuff over so you can see. I should be able to pick this up easy because excuse me. I should be able to pick this up easy because it's not that full 212 degrees, so I'm able to handle it with my bare hands. Okay, so it's got like a really pale green, like it's almost clear. It's a really soft looking color. And you have to wait until it's actually in the cup to see that it's a green tea. So yeah, you see it's more on the yellow side. It's a very, very soft green. And the smell, it retains a little bit of that. Yeah, it does look like water. It's almost a white tea. Like it looks like it's been processed very, very lightly, but not light enough to consider it a white tea. It's still a green tea. But it's still retaining that vegetal, the saltiness from the spinach. So I'm gonna go ahead and give us the first sip, and we'll see how it goes. Wow, that's really good. Like it's a little bit salty, and I'm kind of regretting putting the stevia in it because it feels like the sweetness is actually taking away from it a little bit. Like normally the sweetness would pull it out in green tea. Yeah, it doesn't taste that vegetal. It's kind of soft. It's kind of fruity. It smells vegetal, but it doesn't really have that kind of taste. And yeah, I am slurping. That's how it's done. Oh, that's good. It's got like kind of like a strong flavored water kind of thing to it, and it's really good. Like you could taste the water in the base, but it's not overpowering at all. Like it's a subtle taste, but it's really nice, and it's not even a sweetness to it. It's more like it's kind of like a savory. It's a little bit savory, a little bit salty, and a little bit like earthy, but it doesn't taste like grass. Somebody had said that it tastes like white grape, and I can definitely see the comparison. Yeah, definitely. I know how you feel about green teas, but this one is actually it's a bearable green tea. Like it's not overpowering at all. So I would definitely recommend it for people who don't drink a lot of green tea. They'll work their way into it. So I have a friend at work actually who had a bad experience with green tea. And she won't drink it straight up, but slowly but surely I've been weaning her into it. I've been using teas like citron green, jasmine, stuff like that, little by little, to get her back into green teas. And it's working. Like everyone that I've recommended so far, she likes. So this is one that I would definitely work with. Have another sip. Yeah, I'm really thinking that I should have. Yeah, Casablanca Twist is really good as a green tea as well. Like I say, yeah, I'm really regretting putting the stevia in it because I think it's actually taking away from the natural flavor, and I don't say that at all. Like you guys know, I love my stevia, but this is actually doing it a disservice. So you guys take my word for it. If you go ahead and buy the Guizhou twist, don't sweeten it. Leave it be because you'll get a good experience with it. Oh, excuse me. Hey, welcome, Alicia. You made it. Whew. That cough has been bothering me way too long today. Hopefully this stuff will help me suppress it a little bit. I can just imagine how this would be if I had actually put the honey in it. That's okay. If he'll make it, he'll make it. I don't mind. He can always catch the YouTube video. By the way, if you guys hadn't heard, I have a YouTube video, a YouTube channel now. It's okay. I'm gonna try my hardest not to die, because you guys, that would really take away your experience of the tea if I died right in front of you. Hey, Leanna, welcome. It's okay. You gotta take care of the kids. That's their first priority. I'll be here when you get back, hopefully, if I haven't died. Because, nothing's guaranteed in one of my streams. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to go to my trusty, tasty tea wheel and see how this goes. Because it's not going to be very, easy to categorize this one. Because it's in between green and fruity. I would agree that anything can really go with it because the taste is really light, and it's a little bit distinct. So I would definitely say it's palpable with pretty much anything. Personally, if I were to make a recommendation, I would pair it with a chicken, with a chicken dish, maybe like a chicken and rice. I think that it would work well. And yeah, I could definitely use some cough drops, because it's been like this for a while. Hey, Princess, welcome. Yeah, if I died, you wouldn't know what tea to get. Excuse me. You could always go back into my streams and take recommendations from there. Because, I'm doing that. I'm leaving my legacy behind just so you can know which tea to get. Oh, I need to take another sip. Now it's starting to cool off a little bit, and the more that it cools off, you get more of the fruity tones. Like the saltiness is starting to die out, and the fruit is coming out more. And I think that at this stage, the sugar, not the sugar, the stevia is pulling out the fruitiness of it a little bit better. So at this point, it would be okay to add sugar, but generally, it really doesn't need it. And yes, I always do get the best teas, and I always bring them to you guys, because you guys deserve to know what's the best. Ooh, starting to get a little bit of a headache. It's all that pressure. Now once it's cooled off, you can get more of a traditional green tea taste to it. Like it's got that slight seaweed kind of flavor back. That scent that I was talking about before that you could smell, and it was more prominent. Now it's starting to taste like it. So I would definitely wait a little while, and drink it a little bit at a time, just to taste and notice the nuances. Okay, when is you tell me when your birthday is and where you live, and I'll be sure to send you some. Probably I'll be stalking you in the closet with an axe. So don't be surprised if that happens after you give me your address. I'm just saying it's the thing I do. I'm probably not gonna kill you, but just in case, it's nothing personal. Nah, you know I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna kill you. Yeah, like you get that seaweed, that sea salt kind of flavor to it. That is it's typical of a green tea, but normally you don't want it too overpowering, because that's gonna kind of take away from the experience. At least in my tastes, the highest salt content I would go is gunpowder. Gunpowder has a nice saltiness, but it's also kind of earthy and smoky, so the saltiness kind of gets a little bit. It mixes well with the taste in general. Oh, I have this little thing in the back of my throat. It's bothering me. Okay, that's better. So, you guys have any questions? You want to add any comments? It's not too strong. It's noticeable. I would say, at best, it's noticeable. For those of you who are just joining us, Shanna is drinking with me because she had a sample, and she was like, "Yeah, let's do a double." So yeah, it's like a double tasting. I'm not sick. It's because it's just my throat. It's just post nasal drip. I'm not congested. I'm not anything. It's just all in my throat. And I think normally it wouldn't bother me so much if I wasn't doing this stream every week, because it gets to be a little bit crazy. But not to worry. I'm gonna endure, as I always do. I've been through worse. Oh, gotta reach over, pick it up. Oh wow! I think I think that the cooler it gets, the more mellow the taste. Sometimes, like in black teas, if you let it cool off, the bitterness gets stronger. But in this case, I'm not. It's like the saltiness isn't too powerful at all. Would I make it as a marinade? If I were to make it, I would do it as for like chicken or fish, but it would probably get lost if I did it with beef. However, if I did it with beef, that would be the only thing that I put in it, because you don't want all the other seasonings to overpower it. Then you'll just lose the flavor. But definitely something like chicken or fish, something light, maybe even some pork. I think that would be a good. That would be a good. What's it called? A good accompaniment. So I would definitely recommend that. I will try. I don't know how to marinate meat with tea yet, but it is something that I would like to find out, because I was always like, I'm interested in cooking with tea now. You guys have seen a couple of my recipes, and I was going to talk to you one of these days about doing the mashed potatoes with the lapsang sao chong. That was out of this world. So hopefully I'll be able to do that pretty soon. I was also considering doing a bonus stream about how to make your own tea on the Adagio website. So when that day comes, I already know what I would do. I just need to do a little what's it called? Like a little preparation. That would definitely help. I already did a cooking stream. I did the jasmine tea infused rice, and that one is in there somewhere. It's on my YouTube channel as well. The tea reminds you of rice. It's like that saltiness. It's very savory. Oh, that's annoying. And this my chair is going way too far back. I know there's a way to stop it, but well, you can see it. It's on. I can actually link you to it, but it'll be somewhere in my on my channel. It's only about half an hour long. Oh, my throat's a little bit funky there. Hopefully this whole cold thing will be gone, because I have a pretty good lineup coming over the next month, so I don't want you guys to miss out. I'm gonna do my best to get better. Is the tea hand picked? That I have no idea. They have farms all over the world. This one is probably harvested by machine, but I'm not exactly sure. They don't say. Sometimes they do talk about the person who farms it. So let's see if I can find anything. Let me just run a quick search. Yeah, no, there's nothing on the actual farming of it. There might be something in my textbook. I'll look it up, see if there is, and I'll let you guys know. I'll probably comment on my stream afterwards on Facebook, just so you guys would know. If I never find out, then I never find out, but then neither will you, and I'm sure you guys would all like lose sleep over it. But you know, sometimes you just need to find it. I don't know. Oh, I need another drink. Oh, this is it's really starting to it's really starting to sweeten up a little bit. Like, it's still savory, but like little by little, there's definitely different stages to this. And it's about time to top myself off. Got that nice, beautiful liquid. Oh, a little bit came off the top. Caught me by surprise there. What's the best part? That it catches me by surprise? Well, like I say, there's always a surprise on my stream. Never a dull moment, except when I lose the Wi-Fi and then I go crazy. But even that is slightly entertaining. Tea is life. High five. Hey, there you go. What's too easy? The how it sneaks up on me. I'm very sneak up onable. That's a total sentence, I promise. So you guys have any questions, anything you want to ask, throw at me, go ahead. AMA, ask me anything. I'm going to have another sip in the meantime. Oh, the innuendo, yeah. I didn't even catch it. It's an evolving tea going from, yeah, that's definitely, it's definitely one with different stages. I can totally, you can taste it one at a time. Just as it cools off, you get more out of it. I don't know, Shanna, are you getting the same thing I am? Like it started off salty and starts to sweeten up the cooler it gets. I wouldn't say it's predictable. I would say it's more like maybe just. I think evolving is the best term for it. It's only predictable if you know what to expect. But I go through these as blind as I can. Could I make it into an ice cream? I'm sure I could. It would have to be there would have to be a way for me to figure out how to do it. I can probably cool what is it called? Cool steep it. Leave it in the cream for about an hour and then let it go. I think it might be a little salty but good. A little bit, but I don't think it takes on the taste of what I put in. Well, that is true. I did put some sugar into it, so my experience is going to be different from Shanna's. Like a sweet, salty flavor, yeah. I think it's not going to be totally sweet. It's always going to have a little bit of salty savoriness to it, and that'll definitely complement the creamy flavor. So I would highly recommend it as well. Oh yeah, thank you. I always try to keep it exciting, because otherwise you guys would stop watching, and then I would be sitting alone, crying in the corner, going, "I'm so alone." Tear, drip, bing. Okay, yeah, that was a little over dramatic, but you get my meaning. I try to keep it nice and adventurous. Oh! I forgot. Check it out. I got a little. I went to the rummage sale, and I picked up this sweet little thing. It's hand stitched. It looks amazing, and it goes so well with like my tea motif because it looks like it's somewhere in India. Oh, no, go back. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later. Yeah, I need two hands to put it up. Otherwise, it's like... if I were to put milk or cream in it, I don't think so. Not in this case, because... hey, Carmen, what's up? I wouldn't put cream in it in this case because the sugar alone is really kind of throwing off the flavor. I would keep it as is. It's a really good natural tea. Like you've heard me say many times, yeah, this doesn't need sugar, this doesn't need sugar. Well, this actually is hindered by sugar. So I say don't sweeten it at all. Oh, thanks, Brienne. I wish I could say I made it myself, but it was definitely a good bargain. I paid like $2 for it. Yeah, if I didn't add sugar, I think it would still lack in the experience. Like, I think it would actually taste so much better if you left it alone without any sweets. If you were to put it in ice cream, that wouldn't be my first choice of a flavor. I would definitely pick something else. But if I were, it can be done. Oh, excuse me. I think I need a little bit more. But yeah, I think that going back to the sugar, Yeah, I mean, Shannon would say the same thing. She's really enjoying it without any sweetener, and she doesn't like green tea, so that's saying a lot. Hey, Izzy, what's up? Glad you could make it. And if he's waving at me, tell him I can't see him. No, I'm just kidding. Hey! Yeah, definitely. Like, you would try it natural and just add stuff to it if you like, experiment. I always encourage experimentation. That's how I found a lot of what I enjoy, just by taking the risk and doing what you got to do to see what you get. And I'm happy to say that a lot of my experiments have been successful. And the British wave, what's the British wave? It's like dried fruit. If I would put the dried fruit in the tea, that would probably work, but it would depend on the fruit. I would stick along with a something citrusy, maybe raspberry. I'm not big on grapes, but I would say grape. Grapes would go on there. Maybe even a grapefruit. That might be, because I know grapefruits can be a little bit sour or bitter at times. This might actually complement it a little bit. But I mean, unless I had a grapefruit with me, I wouldn't know for sure. God, the last time I ate a grapefruit was back in college. It was like freshman year too. I remember we were on a scavenger hunt, and that was one of the missions was to eat a grapefruit. And of course, nobody could finish this, so I had to do it. It was awful. I was like, oh, it's so bitter. I hate my life now. Yeah, I was traumatized for life. I can't even drink grapefruit juice now. It's just, Whew, I got half a cup left, you guys. Yes, well, by all means, this is what keeps the stream going. Because Lord knows, I don't like to talk to myself. Well, I do, but it's only when I'm in the room by myself without witnesses. Otherwise they would think I was talking to them, and I'm not. So yeah, keep them coming. All the randomness, bring it on. I keep reaching it over, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go too fast, because if I go too fast, I'll end the stream early, and that's gonna take away from the experience as well. But it's so good. I keep looking over, like I want to drink it, and no, bad, Mike, bad. I'm hitting myself in the knee because, I need to be disciplined sometimes. Well, that sounded really bad. Do I think cannibals have tea with their meals? They'll probably have Mr. Tea. Ha! That was terrible. I apologize. I'm sorry, Mr. T. But that was just a joke that I couldn't resist. Yeah, I know you guys are all like, I just lost 2 people at shows. I went from 7 to 5 and like that. They're like, okay, I've had enough. Don't do it. Yeah, my lips are sealed. I know what you're referring to. I appreciate the no comment, by the way. Okay, so now the tea is more like room temperature. You're tasting more of the sea salt, and the fruitiness. It's kind of like they're kind of like equal at this point. maybe it's the unsubscribed. Yeah, exactly. Like, boop, I'm done. No, I think the sugar might be making the fruitiness come out a little bit more. But I mean, at this point, it's hard to tell. Shana would be able to know better. And speaking of which, where's Nicole? This is the second one that she's missing out on. Oh, don't worry, Jazzy. I know what you're talking about. Unsubscribed. Yeah, I'm not gonna point out your typo. Even though I always did. I already did, but shh, no. Ooh, I love Formosa by How. That is some good stuff. And lemongrass, I love lemongrass. Oh, that's right, she's going to Florida. I forgot. She's going on, is it Monday, I think? If it is, then more power to her. She just got back from work, and I only had a couple days to bother her, and out she went. So, Nicole, wherever you are right now, have fun. We'll catch you up on Facebook, and you'll definitely want to send us some pictures of Florida because it's a beautiful place. Yeah, it's kind of tasting like rice. It's a very savory thing. Very savory flavor. You're not gonna point out my fail, as I point out your fail. I only do it because I love you. I bother you, I know, but it's just so much fun. See, now I'm down to 4 people. It's like people are like, I'm done. Boop. You guys are the survivors, the best of the best. Yeah, you should feel the love. Okay, that last one, I just got a little bit of a... Oh, no worries. Welcome back, Shanna. I got a little bit of a citrus tang. Like, I got a little bit of that raisin flavor for a second. So maybe that's a part that the sugar didn't quite get to. But definitely, I can taste it. It's a little bit tangy. Oh, I'm down to a quarter of the cup left. So you guys, come on, throw stuff at me. I wonder if this will taste good as an iced tea. Yeah, a very faint raisin plum kind of like a pu'er, but not as pronounced. Like a pu'er is kind of like it's got that fermented whiskey barrel taste. This is very slight. Yeah, tangy is a great is a great word. I use it often. Chug a lug? You want me to hurry up and finish this already? Like, hurry up and finish this so you can go away. No, I'm taking my time and torturing you all. Taking y'all with me. This is definitely the kind of tea that it's good to be. It's good to be like in the middle of the day. It's a middle of the day tea. You want to use my my tea wheel, Shanna? Let's see. I'm gonna say it's not vegetal anymore. The horror that is Mike. Yes, the horror that is me. I would say it's more like dried canned fruit. Let's see. It's like a dried candied fruit. Sorry, I can't read. Yeah, it's definitely dynamic. Yeah, because the dried and candied fruit, it says walnut, hazelnut, fresh almond, chestnut, raisin, dried fig, date, jam, stewed fruit, dried tomato or cherry pit. I think it falls along the line of like a fig or a fig or a date. It's not quite raisin. Raisins can be a little bit strong. I'm thinking more along the lines of a fig or a date. Almond, yeah, almond is it's kind of, yeah, it's present for sure. I guess I'm getting the date because of the sugar that I keep calling it sugar, the stevia that I put in it. So I think that's why the it tastes more like a fig or a date. I'm gonna definitely have to try this again on my own time without sugar, because I really like it as it is. So I can only imagine without the stevia, the difference that it would make. Oh, excuse me. All right, so I'm almost done. I could probably down this in one shot, but I think that we still have a little more ground to cover. So go ahead and ask me a question, or make a comment or something. I'm trying not to, at least not until we see the next Avengers movie. I almost said Age of Ultron. I was like, no, it's Avengers. After we watch the Avengers, then I can die. Like right after. It's like, wow, that was a great movie. Ah, am I dead? Yeah. Like, well, my favorite part was the part when insert helpful comment here. Would I add dried apricots to it? Not as a tea, but as a dessert. I think that it would work. Like if you could add it to a sorbet somehow, it would with apricots in it. It would probably work well. Because the natural sugars in there, in the fruits, would complement this well. The stevia on its own is pretty sweet, and I think that's over sweetening it might take away from it. But definitely, I would definitely recommend. I would definitely recommend trying it first without any sweetener. Next time I have this, I'm gonna do just that. I'm going to have it unsweetened and see where it takes me. Rice pudding, yeah. Rice pudding would actually go well with this. Not in it, but I wonder if maybe you could put apricots in the rice pudding. That might be interesting. Tempting. I'm thinking about it. I was actually, one of my coworkers was talking to me today. He was suggesting that I find somebody who knows how to cook, and we collaborate and make a cookbook. So if anybody in the Chicago area who is interested in making a tea-based cookbook, by all means, Leanie, you're my first choice. I know you're not here, but if you were here, we would totally make this cookbook. I wish you were, but maybe one day in the future, if nobody comes up to me and says, "Hey, Mike, I want to make a tea-based cookbook with you," if nobody does that, then I'm coming to Florida. We're making that cookbook. So what am I making you for dinner? Reservations. I'm making you reservations at McDonald's because that's how I roll. A smidgen of cinnamon, maybe. You've been looking for what? Like a what have you've been looking for one? I don't know. You're looking for somebody who wants to cook with you? I would totally do it. Yeah, that's right, Jazzy. We're done. We're going to McDonald's. Reservation. Wearing a suit and tie. We'll walk up in there all, oh, you've been looking for one. Okay, well, I think that if anybody out there who likes to cook, if you guys want to collaborate, make some tea-based recipes, then I say let's do it. Because I am totally down for it. We just need to find somebody who knows how to cook. I know how to cook, but not to the point where I can incorporate tea into everything creatively and effectively. I only know what I know, and that's a total guy answer. Like, I can make toast and cereal, and I'm good. I once burned a glass of water. No. I'm done. So, you guys have any questions, any comments? Yeah, matcha is really easy to put in. Matcha is like really good to put in recipes because it's powdered, so you can mix it in anything. You can mix it in sauce, in ice cream, in cookie dough. Like you can put matcha in anything. I want to put together a cookbook where you can use actual tea and incorporate it in creative ways. Well, Brianne, if I can always look up Megabus and see if we could take if I could take a couple trips down there, we'll collaborate a couple recipes at a time. See if we can put something together. Who knows? That could be our claim to fame. I'm totally down if you are. Somebody who set fire to themselves with an electric stove. That is actually quite difficult to do. I don't know how they accomplish that, but I hope they're okay. And if they are okay, then I will be happy to laugh. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would get me in close with the staff and the corporations. Like, hey, I love you guys. I want to use your tea in my book. Put a special thanks to. We would definitely. That would be definitely a good way in. Oh, excuse me. That's gonna sting for a bit. So, you guys have any last minute comments, questions, anything you want to throw at me? I'm ready, willing, and able. Because it's 8:59, so I've been doing this almost an hour. We got to fill up this last minute. We're good to go. Anything. I'll even do a little song and dance. No, that'll. Everybody else will be like, I'm done. Boop. I'm out. That should be like my call out to every stream. It's like, boop, I'm out. Or I can boop all your guys' nose at the same time. Be like, boop. He's like, everybody, come closer. Put your nose on the screen. Boop. Oh my god. That would be awesome. I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to boop everybody's nose before I leave. Yeah, I swear people will be gone. Yes. I'm always down for another tasting. In fact, I'm still waiting to do my tea parties. Hint, hint to everybody who's out there and looking for a little something to do. I'll just take a weekend and be like, hey, show up at your doorstep. We'd be down. That's how I lose my fan base. Yeah, exactly. It's like nobody will show up to my stream because nobody likes their noses booped. That would be the beginning of my downfall. Okay, so you guys have any other questions, any comments before I sign off? Because I know that you guys are active tonight, and I'm grateful for it because you guys keep me going. Yeah, I appreciate that. I just need the opening. Yeah, you'll still be here. I know. You like boops. I like boops too. I'll boop my own nose. Boop. I'm so fulfilled right now. Yeah, let's set that up. I'm all down for it. And Carmen, you too. I know that you're semi in the area. You're close-ish. So yeah, I'll take a megabus. I don't care. Okay. Anybody else before I sign off? I have one more store to visit, and then I've completed my punch card. And that's like the flagship store, the one that started it all. Detroit, yup. I'm down. I'm down for it. Just give me a couch to crash on. I'm good. Weekend trip. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, you guys, because it's already an hour and I'm starting to slow down. Yes, when you come to Chicago, we'll go for the pizza pot pie. That is on the schedule. That's like I have been wanting to go for over a year and a half. Like I saw that video and I'm like, I want to go, and I never get the chance. Yeah, you Jazzy, you're just waiting for your boop. I'm gonna boop you in a couple minutes. Don't worry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. You guys have been absolutely wonderful, and I just wanted to make the announcement tonight. All of October, I'm doing fall teas, and I already have my teas lined up, and I'm also gonna do a Halloween themed one. So that's gonna be the last week of October. So you're not gonna want to miss out on that. I already have my costume picked out, kind of, sort of. So you guys are going to have a great laugh at my expense, and I appreciate that. So you don't want to miss it. And personal note, the fall teas are top notch. They are my favorites, bar none. Like, I'm not big on fall this season. I'm more of a summer guy, but the teas are out of this world. So I am waiting next week. Next week, I believe, is the first week of October. Yeah. Next week is going to be October 6th. So you guys are going to be... I'm not going to give away what it is, because then you guys are going to be looking on the interwebs to see what it was that you think I got. I didn't buy it yet, but it's coming. But yeah, next week is the 6th, and I'm going to be doing a pumpkin flavored one, because I know that all you guys love that pumpkin flavored everything. So I'm going to be doing honeybush pumpkin chai, and that has been one of my absolute favorites. My first tea that I had at Adagio was just a pumpkin spice. Where is it? You don't like pumpkin? This one will change your mind, I promise. It's honeybush pumpkin chai. You guys are going to absolutely love it. I promise you this, because I love it. And Shanna, I think you have the honeybush pumpkin chai too, right? Not the regular pumpkin spice. No, I promise you, this one is actually really good. Like, it's not that pumpkin spice flavor. It's actual pumpkin, like pumpkin pie flavored stuff. So I highly recommend it. You'll love it, I promise. And if you don't, then you get to punch me in the face. Okay, you don't get to punch me in the face because you could probably take a megabus here and beat me down. So I just promise it's really good. Oh, I was trying to suppress that. It snuck up on me. Okay, you guys, thanks a lot for joining me this week. I had an amazing time as usual. Once again, this is Guizhou Twist. I'm going to put the link on my Facebook status, as well as going to be on my YouTube. So, all you guys, you're awesome, and I'll see you next week for the start of my fall tea series, and hopefully we're all going to have a lot of fun with that as well. Okay? No, that was not directed at you, I promise. Maybe a little. Alright, have a great night, you guys, and I'll see you next week. And Jazzy, boop, gotcha. Good night.